No, here, further reflections.
Okay.
I think we left off here.
Okay.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Awesome. You control.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم افتح علينا حكمتك وانشر علينا رحمتك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. ربنا افرغ علينا صبرا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. ربنا افرغ علينا صبرا وتوفنا مسلمين. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم. ربنا اغفر لنا وارحمنا وأنت خير الراحمين. آمين. الحمد لله رب العالمين.
All right, so we're reading Seedbed of Delight, the third treatise, page number 56 on the book, but 10 for us, and the section where it says further reflection, so it's the second last paragraph. This world's owner has such mercy and affection that he helps those who ask and answers those who pray to and take refuge in him. He fulfills the smallest need on time, hears the softest voice of his most secret creatures, and complies with its request.
What's the question here? If you read it without really being very careful, we say, come on, we pray on many occasions and our prayers are not accepted. If you understand the prayer as only human beings, when they are in trouble, when they need something, they say, please Allah, help me get this job or whatever, or give me healing. But we should have a very broad meaning of praying. Praying means really calling, da'wah. Da'wah means in the Quran, dua, da'wah, is calling. If someone is in need, then it makes da'wah. Who is in need? Who is in need?
The person who's calling.
The person. What else?
Everything in the universe is in need, I would say.
Everything is in need of the Creator, because it's very simple. We don't have anything from ourselves, and nothing can sustain, can exist, can sustain its life, and nothing can provide whatever they need by themselves. Nothing can provide. So here the word is, he helps those who ask and answers those who pray to.
Question. So the word ask here, it's not meant to be just taken literally. It's sometimes, it raises the question that if, since I acknowledge that he is my creator and he must know when I am in need, so do I necessarily need to ask in a literal sense as opposed to just continue feeling in a particular way or acknowledging that I have a need?
The language of every creature is different. For example, from the way you are created, you need. And you ask. Not only, for example, your stomach, typical example, simple example, you start feeling hungry, your stomach asks for food. So when you have, for example, a kind of, God forbid, illness, what you do, your body is in pain and asks for healing. In the creation, for example, when you look at the plants and animals, what they do, they need. They ask with their own, the way they are created, dispositions, their disposition. Inanimate beings, they need to, they don't speak, but from the way that they need to keep their existence and their nature, the way they are made, is in need of continuing their existence. They cannot do that. That's why prayer is equal to proclamation of one's need. If you don't need it, you don't pray. You don't ask. That's why the prayer must be understood in a very broad sense. The universe itself as a whole is asking to be given existence as a whole and keep their existence in the best way. It must keep the order. Universe cannot keep the order of their existence. They are asking. The human consciousness, awareness, must understand this and say everything is asking. Every being, animate, inanimate, insects or human beings, your body, your cells, in order to function, they are always praying. And look at the universe in this sense, you will see what? He fulfills the smallest need on time. Look at order continues. Order continues. Only with one exception. It's not exception in fact, but it seems to be an exception for us when we make something as a need for ourselves. For example, let's say I need this cloth, for example. Now, I am making it. That is a need for me. And I say, please, Allah, give me the opportunity to buy this dress, for example. But at the same time, human nature asks also. For example, I want everything going smoothly with no problem in my life. Yeah, that is also a need. It doesn't have to be a material need. So you direct this need to the creator of the universe. And the creator of the universe is responding in many ways. One of them is physically providing what you need. But this is 99.99% in the universe is happening. Everything is provided. Only one thing, for example, this is the subject, with our subject. We want to have an eternal happiness, but as we experience here, we don't have it. The argument will develop in this way. Look, the one who creates the whole universe and answers, fulfills the needs of everything. I mean, you cannot really put into percentage if you think of the whole universe and how it is coming into existence. Only one thing out of 1 trillion, or maybe more, one thing, my desire for eternal happiness, as far as I can see within the conditions of this world, is not fulfilled. But this is one thing out of trillions. What do you conclude from there? Look, the one who's taking care of this universe, fulfilling everything, and you say, why he shouldn't fulfill this need as well? And it doesn't have to be within the conditions of this kind of creation, because we see that many different kinds of creations are taking place. So the first paragraph says, look, pay attention to the reality that the owner, the sustainer of this universe is really taking care of the needs and answering their prayers, fulfilling their demands in time. Even, for example, a small insect. That's why, I don't know the translation, this looks a little bit, the most secret creatures. What do you mean by secret? Maybe skipping out of our eyes, the microbes, for example. They are given a perfect existence within the order of the whole universe and complies with its request. What's happening here? Now, of course, we expect that from the author to go into the human desire, which says, look, the one who is managing, administering this universe is such a one. How about your desire? How about your desire for eternal happiness? Do you say that, no, he's not going to fulfill that need? Why? Can he not? Look, the creator of the universe, yeah? Can he not create another type of creation, since he has already demonstrated countless, myriad number of types of creation? We have no reason to say no. We are reading from page 10. That's 11. Yeah. Now, we will continue. The first paragraph is establishing the foundation.
When one considers how infants and the weak are cared and provided for, one will see the divine mercy and affection clearly. Thus, this mercy, united with generosity, requires that the greatest need of his greatest and most beloved servant be met, especially if it is the need expressed either in words or action by all conscious beings. This is especially true if meeting, and now we're going on page number 11, if meeting that need will enable them to reach their highest potential and refusing to meet it may cause them to fall so low that they cannot rise again. If that need is presented through all divine names manifested in the universe, such that the one who can and will meet that need in an instant is the one who has these names. And if it is his most beloved servant who pleads its meeting in a most humble and acceptable manner, and in a way that makes him loved, those who accept his leadership, among whom are the prophets, saints, and pure, exacting scholars, say Amen to his prayer and ask their munificent Lord for paradise, eternity, eternal happiness, and approval.
We realize that the prayer is based on need. So, since even the need of an insect is met perfectly, and the example, which is very obvious to every human being, that every infant or young of any animal is taken care of by the one who is established, who has established the order of this universe. The wild animals, the typical wild animals, catch their prey and really kill them and eat them. When it comes to their baby, what do they do? It's a typical example, obvious example. They are created in a way that they have to take care of their baby. They don't harm them. If you want to harm their baby, they risk their life to protect the baby. But this is a wild animal looking for food. None of the wild animal eats their baby. That something comes to my mind that the Prophet ﷺ, things can go against this. They don't eat their baby's flesh, but they eat their baby's feelings, potentialities, by changing the direction of the potentiality, making them worship themselves, worshippers of the parents. They impose them. I am the one who's taking care of you. They can do that. They are free. But none of the animals and plants do that. Only human beings can mischief the subject and change the direction. That's why the Prophet asked people who paid Pledge of Allegiance, said one condition: don't assign anything, any power of divinity, power to create or be the source of any existence. Number one. Number two, it's very interesting, don't kill your child. There was no tradition that the women were killing the children. But the Prophet was asking this to women: never kill your child. No one was killing them physically, biologically. There were some tribes, some wild people among those, but not everybody. If they were ashamed of having a daughter, baby, because they imagine something negative about it, I'm going to cherish this baby and make the nice girl and then give it to somebody. It's a misconception, but this is the culture, but not the women. There was no record of the history in that particular age that the women used to kill their girl babies. And the Prophet asked, the second condition was for the Pledge of Allegiance, not to kill your baby. Of course, we have to think about it. What does it mean? They don't, as we understand. So don't really divert. Don't really corrupt the nature of the baby. As it is purely created, don't corrupt it. The nature of the baby is created to get to know their creator. But what we do, we impose culture on the baby and make the baby the follower of the culture that I am accustomed with, making the slave of my culture. It's very real. Apart from human beings, on a very exceptional case, apart from human beings, we see no animal being who is harming their babies, mistreating them, misbehaving, and spoiling, corrupting, apart from some human beings, but nowadays it's very general. So in the creation we don't see. Not because there is a fault in the creation of human or men, parents, because we human beings are given free will. The rest of the universe is not given free will. They have no option but obey the perfect order. But human beings may not. That's why the corruption takes place among human beings, not among other creatures, because of our free will. So we have to watch out for our free will. The free will, the existence of free will is an excellent thing. You can choose the right and be on the right way. Because you are given the consciousness to make the distinction between right and wrong. So use your consciousness. Don't blindly follow the culture. Just use your consciousness and make the decision for your own sake. That's why we are here. So need. First, prayer is based on need. Right? We have to understand, for example, when I'm ill, which I am, I have many other things, and I don't want to tell the people, but when the people get old, they talk about medicine and supplements and illness, the doctors. So I'm not trying to avoid it. So when I am ill, I need to be healed, right? That's my prayer. But I think that the prayer consists of this only, this kind of things. No, needy. If you don't need, if you don't feel that you are ill or sick, do you pray to God, please God, give me healing? It doesn't occur to us. So need is very important. So we have to generalize the need as far as the existence is concerned. The qualities of the existent beings are concerned, everything is in need to exist, to continue its existence. Every animate, inanimate, everything. So everything is praying. But only human beings are given the option to pray to the creator of the universe or the objects themselves. We can say, this is going to help me. Now, it is going to satisfy, fulfill my need. But the whole universe is working perfectly. So this is one need. Another, I understood from this paragraph, the need of the creatures are met not on a, what is the word? Making you feel obliged, giving you any, putting you in a position that you say, you gave me this, I have to thank you, etc. No, it's out of mercy and compassion. Automatic. Can you think of a word? Not making you feel obliged to pay back or something. Automatic.
Condition? So it's not given with a condition?
No condition, yeah. Free. That's why we see that the needs of the creatures are freely met. And especially because we are speaking to human beings, we are not speaking to stars or inanimate beings, but we have to think about them. We have to put their position into equation. But at the same time, for me, I can see that all the youngs, infants of creatures, living creatures, are taken care of with no condition, automatic. We understand that the creator of such a world, as we see, must be answering and the need to the calls of the creatures and fulfilling their need out of mercy, out of compassion. That's what we see. So let's come to myself, human beings. Now we move to page 11. Now, human beings are dying for what? Because really the message speaks to human beings. Trees don't need any message, special message. The way they are created, they obey, they follow, they are comfortable. But human beings need the message because we have free will. We need guidance in order to make the decision between right or wrong. Although right and wrong that is a little bit problematic sentence that people may find it difficult to digest this, what I'm going to say. Right and wrong is obvious in creation. Extra guidance comes, which is called revelation. The creator, extra explanation, makes it in the form of a human speech and says, look, I am going to give you an extra guidance. Although the creation itself is clear, there is no confusion between right and wrong in creation. Everything is perfectly working. Everything is perfectly following the will, the order, put by the creator of the universe perfectly, no problem. But when it comes to human life, we have options. We may fall into a mistake. We need extra reminder. Hey, be careful. For example, I go and touch myself, my hand, typical example, make it simple. Put my head on the fire. As soon as I get closer to the fire, I start feeling pain. That's obvious, that is dangerous. But if you get closer to the fire, your mother, what does your mother do? Shout, be careful, be careful. It's extra. But it's already in the nature of the creation that you shouldn't get closer to it. You know that. But we need extra reminder. The Quran is a reminder. What is already existing in the creation, put it into a human language, make it clear, and another, if you like, encouragement to make the distinction between right or wrong. That's why the Quran is what? Describes itself as what? Reminder. Of course, reminder means
Reminder implies something that you were already told.
yeah, you know, not to told about. No, I mean you can say through the creation you are told, but you know it if you really are careful. But you have the options. You may divert yourself because there is an option for you to deny it, to not to see it. You need another. For example, you know that, example, if you are a student, you know that you have to study. You have to do your assignments and listen to the professor seriously and learn it. You know that everybody knows it. But what the teacher says, hey, listen to me carefully. You know that you need to listen to him carefully, him or her, carefully, but say, listen to me carefully. And never neglect your assignments. Do it in time. You know that. But still they need to remind you. Otherwise we take it lightly. So the nature of the revelation is for human to complement, if you will, or complete humaniqueness. Yeah, we need this reminder. Otherwise, we may just take it lightly and ignore it. Now, if you really think about it, since the universe, the creator, the owner of the universe, is fulfilling the needs of everything. And he is fulfilling the needs of every being in a compassionate and merciful way. And what I need eternal happiness. That's how I am made. And you can say, this creator is not going to torture me with annihilation. He was dead. But there's an extra reminder. Send us the news and say, definitely I am going to give you eternal existence. Extra. Yep, eternal existence. This is through the revelation. So the subject of the paragraph we read today, lately, the paragraph says the most important need of human beings is what's the most important? Eternally existing in a happy stage. No problem. That's what we desire. We divert our attention from this very, if you like, instinctive, natural, the way we are created, desire to turn it to happiness in this world according to the culture, civilization, what they say. You have to have this, you have to have that, you have to look like this, you have to have a prestige, honorable status in the society. They impose this cult. And what we say, what we do now, we divert our prayer from having an eternal happiness from the creator of the universe. We say, I am going to get this job, example, or this amount of money to make myself happy. We divert it. That is why we don't really feel the need, because mostly we divert it. You can ask yourself, how many times you felt in your life that I need eternal happiness, as compared to I need to get this job. I want to buy this pair of shoes. Yeah? And I want to go, oh, you have a nice, I don't know, iPhone, the last version of it. So if only I get one as well. That's so simplistic. But the paragraph says, hey, no, don't really corrupt yourself. Don't sell out yourself in a cheap way. You are created as a candidate for an eternal happiness. Ask for eternal happiness. And in the paragraph, although the name is not mentioned, the messenger himself represents this desire at the highest level. Messenger never said that, oh, if only I had a house with 2 rooms, or if only I had this camel, or this kind of car. Nowadays is the camel's car. Yeah. So this kind of car, if only I want to get married like this, or with this one or that one. No, the messenger only said, I want to have an excellent relationship, unspoiled relationship with my Creator. I want, this is called is his consent. His consent. For the sake of God. We say it in a very simplistic language, for the sake of God. It means I want to be happy with my Creator, and I want to establish a happy relationship with my Creator, never have a critical attitude towards him. Whatever he creates, I know that he creates out of mercy, out of compassion. So I have to accept it as it is and educate myself through the conditions that I am created in. Right? So you see that the most important desire of human beings is represented by the prophets, and of course as an example to us, but we pay no attention. Do you get it? Do you get it? How many times you prayed, or you were conscious that, please, I need eternal happiness. I don't mind about this sweater, but eternal happiness. I may need something, well, this is something not important. I can work for it physically, but my heart will work for what? My feelings will be connected to, geared into what? My feelings will be connected or need to be connected, to be geared into eternal happiness. I need that one. The others are transient. That's not important. You can get I don't know, something, maybe a technological gadget or a kind of dress. 6 months later, it will be out of fashion. Why bother, man? For 6 months, it's not human satisfaction. It never ends if you don't think of your eternal need, absolute need, limitless need. You just like a rabbit. They put the carrot attached to its body, and the rabbit goes, and with it, carrot goes as well. He wants to catch it, it never cuts it. If you notice that wherever we concentrate our expectations, our needs on this world, and according to our expectations, not really natural expectations, artificial expectations, under the influence of the culture, civilization, other considerations, especially secular, even if you are a Muslim community, still we have worldly concerns prevalent in the culture. We never reach them. Every 6 months, every year, a new fashion comes. Yeah. Makes the dress this way, and then another way, cuts it from the bottom, and makes the hole here on the shoulder, and then on the elbows, and then short sleeve, long sleeve, and short belly. Fashion. If you are really lost in this, I would say, storm, not only wind, the storm, you keep changing your shirts or trousers or whatever, skirts, whatever. Keep changing. According to what? According to some people, they call themselves designers, fashion designers. Who are they? Which kind of values they have? Or do they really respect human beings, or do they really exploit their weak point? How sincere they are. If you don't follow the prophetic mission or the message that you receive from the Creator, you have to follow the fashion designers. The professional ones are famous in Paris. So you have to follow these stupid people. They keep changing, playing with your emotions, feelings, like an mouse. The cat is playing with the mouse. Just exploiting you, making you work for them. Come, don't be simple. You are a human being. Don't pay attention to it. Whatever the type of dress they change, don't pay attention to it. Who cares? But I'm going to get married. I have to be attractive. Huh? If a person really, this is a very, very important, practically important subject, is going to like you because of your clothes, it's better to get married with an animal, not this man. It's not that, it's a very severe problem now to be attractive. For what? By following the fashion. Well, not a human being to be, you have to be an attractive as a human being, well qualified human being, not distorted, not spoiled.
All right, so my question is on this particular line where it says, this is especially true if meeting that need will enable them to reach their highest potential, and refusing to meet it may cause them to fall so low that they cannot rise again. So at numerous occasions today, you mentioned, you mentioned kind of the prophet being a representation of what the highest potential could look like. Into that, from what I extracted, people that are neglecting their true need, they're the ones that are causing themselves to fall in so low in that case too.
What I understand from the text, if we think that our Creator, our owner, is not going to resurrect us for an eternal existence, then if I think of my Creator is going to treat me by not resurrecting me and by not giving me the eternal happiness, it means all my highest expectations, which is the human expectation, which is eternal happiness, falls into completely opposite. If I use sometimes horrible language that the people don't like it, but I don't care. To make the case clear, if the one who created me, gave me existence, is not going to give me eternal happiness, he is the most heinous being, treacherous being. if there was no eternal happiness. He's cheating me, torturing me. Can you imagine? Giving me the need for the eternal happiness and just turning me into a trash, garbage. I hate it. I can really swear by God, I don't know what it means here in this context. If there was no eternal happiness, I hate the Creator. Why? He's cheating me. He's playing with me, giving me the need for eternal happiness and just turning me into trash. Do you understand that? What is the worse than this? So, to assume or give a chance to the understanding that there is no eternal happiness means the Creator, whoever created me, whatever created me, right? Not necessarily God or anything. He is or it is the one I hate. Yeah? If you say, look at the creation, it is obvious we have a conscious Creator and it is called God, okay. If there was no eternal happiness, this God is the ugliest being in existence. And we hate him. We have to be clear. Would you have any excuse, any reasoning that the Creator of this universe and your Creator is to be hated? Any excuse. Look at the universe. Look at yourself. Then it deserves to be hated.
There's no evidence for that.
So not accepting or expecting from the Creator to give us an eternal happiness, it must resurrect us in a different kinds of creation, whatever it is, I don't care. He is going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to have the plan for my next creation so that I will prepare myself for it. No, the one who gave me existence freely must be preparing this kind of creation again freely. So if you accept this, you are on the right track. If you don't accept it, just the opposite. Rather than loving your Creator, you hate your Creator. Whoever it is, whatever it is, you need to hate it. Anytime you eat something, anytime you enjoy from the creation of this world, you say, this is a trick. This is a trick, cheating me. It's going to kill me. Yeah? It's a trap. He's giving me the food and making me enjoy it so that I will come closer to him and kill me. Don't you hate this man? Huh? Somebody says, okay, I'm going to prepare a banquet, perfect banquet, but the banquet is poisoned. What do? Do you love this man because he prepared the banquet for you? Is it possible? But the banquet is poisoned. So this is the most treacherous man, cheating you under the pretext of banquet. The universe, the existence seems to be a banquet. Why should I assume that the Creator of this universe has poisoned it by not giving me the eternal existence? So for human reasoning, regardless of what the message says through the message we receive from the messengers, regardless, for the neutral human being, with no condition, no bias attitude, we say the Creator of this universe is not really to be hated. Everything is perfect there. Right? Consciously designed one thing. That's what the subject of this text is. We don't have eternal existence apparently within the type of creation that we are experiencing only. So we say, no, it can't be true. My interpretation, my expectation can't be true. So there must be an eternal, another type of creation where my needs are to be satisfied, fulfilled. The most conscious, there are some names here or the qualities mentioned here. The most conscious beings express this verbally. The prophets, the thinking people, serious people said, not, please God, create me again. No, definitely you are going to create me and I'm going to experience this and this is my need. We said from the beginning of the paragraph, expressing the need is the prayer. Yeah, I need this. I acknowledge this need. Simple. I acknowledge this need. This is my prayer. Prayer is not independent of your need. If you don't acknowledge your need, if you are not aware that, if I am not aware that I need external happiness, eternal happiness, then I don't pray. I am not aware of it. So I lose myself in expectations of the things in this world. It's very unhuman. Okay?
Can I ask, how do we present our needs? Through the divine name, it says in the sentence, if that need is presented through all divine names.
The divine names, what are the divine names?
So I would see this
manifested here.
Manifested here. I would see mercy in this. So I would say I am in
power, promise,
knowledge,
order, wisdom. Everything is perfectly arranged. Divine names means when you pray or when you really express your need, oh, the one who made everything with wisdom. I expect from your wisdom that I need eternal existence. Now, praying to divine names or through divine names means your consciousness of it. How much are we aware of the qualities of the Creator? That much we can communicate with Him. If you think that, for example, your mother prepares the food, okay, maybe helps you with tidying the room. Some mothers do that. After a certain age, still they do it. So, but if your mother is a housewife, would you expect her to buy you a car? She has no income. So do you have a connection with your mom as far as satisfaction of your need for a car is concerned? No. You say, Father, because if he's working, you say, Father, or say the mom, can you speak to my father? Can he buy a car for me? Yeah. You don't say that, Mom, why don't you buy a car for me? Because she has no income. So according to your acknowledgement of the qualities of the Creator, according to your awareness of the qualities of the Creator manifested in the world, you can communicate with Him. If you don't pay attention, if you don't realize the qualities manifested in the universe, you cannot communicate with Him. So that is why paying attention to the qualities manifested in the universe is paramount importance. Which kind of qualities the Creator of this universe have, so that you will communicate with Him through these qualities that you are aware of. Right? So don't take it literally again, saying that I have to ask God through names, names manifested in the universe, or what are they? And copy paste from the certain, how do you say it, prepared form of prayers by some scholars and repeat it without realizing what you are saying. It is not really praying to God through his names manifested in the universe. It is just repeating. But does it have no meaning at all? No, you acknowledge it, but it is not your conscious conclusion. It is weak. You have to experience that by examining the universe and saying, the creator of the universe is wise. The creator of the universe is munificent. The creator of the universe is knowledgeable. The creator of the universe is merciful, compassionate. So I turn my need to the creator of the universe with these qualities. But somebody may have it formulated for you, but you have to be conscious of it. You cannot really repeat without knowing what you are doing. You have to work on it as we work on our professional subjects. Whatever you want to do, you work. Yeah, whatever for example, can you say that I'm going to be a chemist without studying chemistry? You have to work on it. I'm going to be a believer without studying belief. When it comes to that, oh, we believe. As if, I'm a chemist. But have you studied chemistry? No. How can you say that you are a chemist? And the belief is the same. If you have not studied, concentrated on belief, educate yourself in belief, how can you say that I'm a believer? They will look at you and laugh at you. If you go and ask for a job, for example, say that I am a chemist, but again, bring your transcript. What? But I haven't taken the class, but I am a chemist. Really, I believe that chemistry is very important. What do? Please don't waste our time. Go away. But when it comes to religion, unfortunately, studying the belief matters, unfortunately, we say we are believers. Have you taken any class? No, but I am a believer. It's so ridiculous. So ridiculous. I was born in a Muslim. The other one says, I was born a Christian. And I am the best. Everybody says I am the best. Do you think any follower of the religion says, no, we are not the best, but the Muslims are the best, but we come second? Have you seen any people who claim to belong to a religious community or a religious belief system? That I'm not the best, but the Buddhists are first, but we come to second. Huh? So why do we cheat ourselves saying that we Muslims are the best without taking any class? It's so simple. Unfortunately, taking for granted belief is the horrible thing. Very unhuman. Taking for granted religion is very unhuman and not realistic. Not human at all. That's why I keep using this word. The people get really fed up with it and annoyed as well. This is not religion. This is not belief. This is just your ethnic culture. It's nothing to do with belief. Ethnic culture. It's dangerous, isn't it? But very true. One has to say it. Everybody says, oh, mashallah, you are Muslims. Ramadan is coming. You are going to fast and read the Quran. Ramadan is the month of Quran. Yeah, mashallah. You will make lots of tawbah for what? For your mistakes. What are they? I don't know. I miss sometimes salah. It's nothing to do with belief, nothing to do with consciousness, nothing to do with educating yourself with your own existence through the existence of the universe. Nothing. And everybody says, inshallah, inshallah. This Ramadan, I am going to give 2 iftars in the masjid to those people whose fridges are full of food. None of them is hungry. What is the point, man? No one is hungry. Just because iftar time they may be hungry, but go home, go home. The one fridge is not enough. We do 2 doors and 2 fridges, full. And we say, okay, you have to feed your needy, poor people. Where are they? Where are they? Who invites poor people for iftar? Huh? You do?
I said that's a really good question. I don't realize that's
Yeah,
really
it is so ridiculous that we just cheat ourselves. Not to buy religion cheaply. Very cheap. We are very mean when it comes to religion. We are very generous when it comes to worldly life. Now, if you want to buy it, let's say something, but what shall we buy?
Card.
Yeah?
Card.
Oh, it's a big business. Small. That's, I don't know. Is that small? Sorry? So, don't buy me a watch, but there are very expensive watches as well. How many websites you search? How many people you ask? Which one is better? How many? When it comes to religion, I'm a Muslim. Do you ask anybody? How can you be really Muslim submit yourself to the children? No. I'm not blaming you. I'm just drawing your attention to the prevalent current in the believers' community, regardless of Muslims. The Christians are not better than Muslims. Jews are not better than Muslims. Just they follow their tradition. But there is no difference. We shouldn't be cheap. We should take our human qualities, our abilities very seriously. Yes.
It's such a strange phenomenon when you like all these things you're talking about, which is just following the culture, because no other facet of your life here do people do the same thing. Like, for instance, you cannot walk around claiming to be a chemist and just mix chemicals around and they're like causing all these disasters. Everyone will be like, what are you doing? But in the analogous case here with belief matters, people are just mixing all these chemicals and claiming they're chemists, and then it's a disaster.
No, even not mixing. No, they don't even bother mixing something. They don't mix either. Just say that we are Muslims. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Allah blessed us with the religion of Islam, the best religion. What does it mean? So we have to wake up. Yep. This is a strange thing that we are experiencing in this age. Okay, we can continue. If you want to make more comment and question on the paragraph, you are most welcome. Otherwise, we'll continue.
In such a case, the all-encompassing divine mercy fulfills the request, for not to do so would be unjust. This beloved person, the center or pivot of witnessing and having other witness the existence, unity, and acts of eternal witness, is a messenger who reveals to humanity the mystery of creation, divine unity amidst multiplicity, and how to attain eternal happiness in paradise. Through his servanthood, he unveils the treasuries of mercy reflects the beauty of the divine lordship and serves as the means of eternal happiness and the existence of paradise.
Can you make comments? Or
I have a question.
point
So,
by point?
sure. So I think initially the author is basically saying, basically discussing the same question that we raised up earlier, which is, it would be very unjust of such an encompassing kind of creator to not fulfill this request.
But go through the text, and
Okay.
step by step, maybe sentence by sentence, and point out the vocabulary or the words which we have to pay attention to.
In such a case, the all-encompassing divine mercy fulfills the request, for not to do so would be unjust. So within this, the first thing that stands out to me is the all-encompassing. So all is very important, that there is no exception, not even one. And divine mercy, again, kind of points towards two elements. One is the act of mercy itself, that everything that I witness or the requests that are being fulfilled is a mercy. So it's just unconditional, it's already given. And divine points to something which is not of the nature of the universe. So something which is not being done by itself within this universe.
It means,
The creator.
the source of
Right,
existence.
right.
Source of existence. Divine means source of existence.
Right. Then the next line.
But if for not to do so would be
All right.
unjust.
Right. So yes, I think it would be very unjust if this was not the case, if the request was not fulfilled of eternal happiness.
Of course, this is our perspective.
Right.
If I think he is not going to do it, then I would turn the all-encompassing mercy into unjust. In my understanding, it's contradictory.
So I think then the text gets into like a particular entity, which is this beloved person, and then it tries to describe the person, the center or pivot of witnessing or having others witness. So of someone who is experiencing and allowing others to experience
Maybe
or observe.
allowing, encouraging others also to observe,
Right.
to witness.
What do you mean by allowed?
Sorry?
What do you mean by allowed to?
I mean, yeah, taught, guiding, yeah. Giving the opportunity to them. Also, you too also need to witness this.
Yeah.
Witness what is going on in this world. But witness what?
So witnessing the existence and then unity. For me, it means harmony of how every existence is together or acts in harmony.
Unity is you use, we said, unity, when we use unity for the divine being, it means absoluteness. Of course, how we conclude that this creator must be absolute, as you said, we see the harmony in the universe, no contradiction, and everything is taking place at the same time. Yeah.
And so existence, unity, and then acts of eternal witness. For me, the eternal witness or the acts of eternal witnesses is basically experiencing or observing the resurrection that I can observe. So the concept of eternal.
Qualities, witnessing the qualities of the creator, and accordingly expects from this creator, according to its qualities, from this creator, saying that I expect you to give me eternal happiness.
And so what we were discussing this center or this pivot of this being, and we're now the text is saying this being or this person is a messenger who reveals to humanity the mystery of creation. So it's further elaborating on what else is this messenger revealing.
So through it attracted my attention. So pointing out divine unity amidst multiplicity.
That was my question in this paragraph. I don't understand this part.
What is multiplicity? No, unity is perfect harmony, and to see that everything is arranged within a perfect order. But when you come to the details, you think that the things are affecting each other. Multiplicity seems to be, if you don't eat, you will die, for example. Yeah. If there is no water, plants don't grow. Multiplicity means the cause and effect relationship is a causal chain. What we experience is here the causal chain. For example, when you look at the core computer, what you see, this laptop, you say, it is made, arranged everything. But when you take one wire off, cut it off, and it doesn't function, you say this wire is affecting. This wire is doing the job. We think. This is multiplicity. Every connection within the order of this laptop is multiplicity, as if they are affecting each other. But when you look at it in general, that is the human weakness. When you look at the universe like this, oh, wonderful, man. It is definitely it's created by something almighty. Yeah, super. Okay. When it comes to daily life, if I don't drink, I suffer. Water is satisfying me. Multiplicity. So the prophet does the mission of the prophet to draw the attention of the people through this amidst multiplicity, through this multiplicity, that the things themselves cannot have effect. Teach to human beings. That is how the computer is made. Not the thing, the wire or any chips or any whatever. I don't know the technical words at all. I have no idea how it works as I use it. So, well, how the program is, the program doesn't do itself, but the conscious being is arranging it. And when I get into the program, into the machine, whatever it is, I see that the things are connected to each other. So they are affecting. The prophet, the mission of the prophet is to draw the people's attention, not to lose themselves in this multiplicity, question it. Can the wire make the result or the effect itself? Does it have the power to do that? Because it is made in this way, that's why it functions in this way, because it is made in this way. It is not its choice. It is will, it is knowledge, it is power, because it is made in this way. The universe is the same. Because we are made in this order, that the things seem to be attached to each other, but not attached, because they don't really affect. Nothing affects the other. They are made in this way. When you look at that, I don't know, whatever, for example, this table has legs, okay? If there was no leg, the tabletop will fall. And it seems to be legs are keeping it up. But legs don't know the tabletop. But it is made in this way. The prophetic mission is mainly drawing the people's attention not to get lost in multiplicity. This relationship saying that, oh, because of the legs, the tabletop is standing up. Otherwise, it would talk about thanks to the legs, the tabletop is standing up. Thanks to the leg, not the one who made it. We incline to forget, lose ourselves in multiplicity, in causal chain. And the prophetic mission is to teach the absoluteness of the Creator through multiplicity, experiencing it. That's why Quran keeps saying that, look, if you say something else is the Creator, the source of existence of another thing, there are many verses in the Quran challenging. Show me what they have created. Show me what they have created. Aruni. ماذا خلق الله من دون الله. The ayat said, I'm not reciting the whole verse. There are many different versions, but all of them say, basically, show me what they have created. It's very simple, isn't it? They are creating, giving existence to something apart from how they are made. The prophetic mission is to teach us, to help us get out of falling or losing ourselves within the chain of causal chain and drawing our attention that everything is given existence by an absolute being. So this person, no, carry on now, how to attain eternal happiness in paradise. He teaches you because you attach yourself to the absolute being, unity. Absolute being, you say, you save yourself now. Eternal happiness is where? Here. How? I belong to the absolute being. I don't belong to my food that I eat or air or the sunlight. They're not my creators. They're not my makers. I belong to the one who gave existence to the whole universe. Never forget this expression. I keep repeating this. I belong to the one who gave existence to the whole universe. This belongs to him. Yeah. And he, as the universe witnesses, is merciful, compassionate. Why should he torture me by not giving me eternal happiness that I have been given the need for it by him? Again, why should I say that he is contradicting himself by giving me the need and not really fulfilling it? He's contradicting himself. It is impossible to give a chance to the thought that he's not going to give you external existence. So through his servanthood, now, it means ubudiyya. But the servanthood, he unveils the treasures of mercy, reflects the beauty of the divine lordship, and serves as the means of eternal happiness and existence of paradise. Now, what do you understand from this? Last piece of the paragraph.
I think it's the same point being made that the prophet is basically revealing these things, is revealing the mercy within this universe, is revealing the beauty of the lordship or ownership of this universe and how that's reflected within this universe. And I think the second question that I would have here is while the prophet is revealing how to attain eternal happiness, perhaps that is how he is serving as a means of attaining it, and hence
through his servanthood. What do we understand from servanthood, which is the translation, the word is the translation of the Quran, ubudiyya, abd.
Right. I think
So, yeah.
it's basically my perception of the purpose that the prophet is fulfilling. So since he is this person who reveals this message of this divine Lord or the Creator, that means he's kind of serving that Lord in a way and providing that message to me.
Do you think the providing the message to me is the main point in the prophet? It's very simple. You know why? Because God, the Creator, has already sent the package, and you just distribute it. It's very easy, but the content of the message is practiced in his life. That is servanthood. It means ubudiyya is practicing what? Exactly how to see the qualities of the Creator and interacting with him, with these qualities, and attaching your human expectations to these qualities and saying that I am secure. I am secure in what?
My existence.
Yeah, perfect. In my existence, in the existence of all my feelings, I am secure. Whatever you need, guaranteed. The existence of the need is the sign that it is guaranteed to be fulfilled. I think today's discussion will end here. Existence of the need is given to you, is a sign that this need is going to be fulfilled, guaranteed. There's no reason for me to assume that the one who created me with this need is not going to fulfill it. There's no reason. You see that his power is absolute. You see that his qualities are manifesting in a divine form. It means absolute form. And as long as I am aware of these needs, I will be sure that these needs are going to be fulfilled. The problem, we are not aware of the need. Aware of our needs. We think that we need what? I'm joking. I need this red handbag. It's beautiful. Yeah, example. So I need another handbag. This you are wearing it. Don't take it seriously. It's not just an example. Wearing a red coat, so handbag must be red. If you didn't have the red handbag, say blue handbag, you are ashamed of going into the society. Why? The color doesn't match. Do you think that human qualities are created for this? Matching the color between your handbag and coat? Huh?
Sometimes
You are a human being for this? Human qualities are created for this? But you have the feeling that colors must match. How? The universe demonstrates that it is created beautifully. So rather than paying attention to the color of the handbag, you have to pay attention to the harmony, beautified act of creation. This sense is given to you to appreciate the Creator, to know that He makes everything beautiful. What we do, rather than appreciating the Creator, we turn into our small relationship in this temporary world. Right. Would you like to say something after this? No, Gloria. You wanted to say something, but I didn't really stop.
Oh, it wasn't important.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
up to you. So I'm not blaming anybody who is beautifying himself, or especially girls, but especially the boys also nowadays. So, but this sense primarily is given to us to appreciate the quality of the Creator. Don't dispose it only for the cover of your handbag. And an example, I promise that it wasn't an accusation at all. It's quite human to have something beautiful, yeah. But this sense is given to us fundamentally, primarily to acknowledge the Creator's quality as the beautifier. But if we don't really use it in order to acknowledge His quality, you get lost in the handbag. Handbag becomes your dream, unfortunately. But after acknowledging it, well, okay, my Creator is beautifying everything. Why shouldn't I beautify my own life as well? What is the consequence of it? Since we are the worshippers of the Creator, we want the Creator's qualities manifest in us as well. That is the consequence of it. Not that I will lose myself in this consequence and forget about the source. Don't misunderstand. We have to have a happy life in this world. But this happy life should be for the sake of the happy life in paradise, eternal life, because my Creator is the one who can give me eternal happy life. Not the happy life that I learned from the civilization that I am growing in. Not to lose that. It's just so simplistic. To be a human being means, this is a big word. Be careful, Asma. Being a human being means being universal. Not only following 21st century spring season in New York. So small. Spring and summer comes, everything changes. You are cheating yourself. We cheat ourselves. But if we are universal, we make ourselves and our desires and expectations universally attached to the absolute being, the Creator. Oh, the difference cannot be compared, can it? It's incomparable, right? Impossible. So being a human being is very important. We have to appreciate it. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Time is up. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Wa akhiru da'wahum and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. There's an announcement. Yeah, so there's an announcement. The NYU building is going to be closed during the summer, and the summer period starts next Thursday or something. We will continue having our Thursday discussions or classes, because Thursday evenings the building will be open, but the building will not be open during the weekends. So what we are doing, we are praying to Allah to give us an opportunity to continue Saturday classes, not in NYU during the summer break. Inshallah, when the fall semester starts, we'll come back. It's more convenient. But inshallah, we are trying to find a place, and we will let you know when and we are going to have it. Yeah, inshallah. Maybe next week, inshallah, if Allah gives us the opportunity to continue next week, definitely you will receive the email that, oh, we are going to have the discussion in this address, and this is the summer period address. Otherwise, you say, sorry for this week, for the Saturday, Pray to Allah, give us another opportunity for next Saturday. Inshallah, so. Inshallah. Okay. Inshallah, I'll see you on Thursdays. Thursday evening. Inshallah, our heart is satisfied. Bismillah.